Okay, so I'm getting ready to watch episode 50 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the promised day has finally arrived. The sun rose on the eve of the promised day, and now I'm really expecting some crazy stuff to happen in Central. I want to see like how all these loose ends are coming together. There's so much tension and excitement that's been built. I feel like I'm going to pop, so I just want to get into it and see where this excellent story and adventure takes us next. Also, during the OP, I do like to remind folks that I have a Patreon now. I know some of you are supporters of the Patreon, which is awesome, but if you're not and you just want to check it out, see what's going on over there, well, there is a link in the video description. Upheaval in Central is the name of this episode. So yeah, the promised day is definitely promising some upheaval in the Central District. And who's this? Everybody just got shot. Oh, it's Mustang's crew. Okay. So we're just jumping straight into the action. Some kind of ambush on government officials by Mustang's crew. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I do remember at the end of the last episode how Mustang took Mrs. Bradley as a hostage. But I don't know how much she understands what's going on. People are curious, like, what's the point? Like, Bradley's homunculus, who's probably not capable of what we think of as human emotion. So, interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah, but Mustang did make a promise to her. It looks like the shootout. I mean, it looks to me like it went Mustang's way, but there's so many more people coming. Yeah. It's only a matter of time till they're outnumbered, I suppose. Oh, wow. Tell them if we were Briggs soldiers, it would have been all she wrote for you. More shots coming. Wow. Yeah, so now Mustang's finding out that General Grumman is slow playing his arrival to town, so he might be sweeping in to undermine Mustang here and take all the glory for himself. At least that's kind of the idea I got, and I might be misled, but I thought that Grumman was like this really trustworthy ally, this grandfatherly figure, and then he said a few things that made me think that perhaps he's got a more self-serving motivation going on in all this. Ho! Yeah, a little snap of the fingers and flame flying at you from the Flame Alchemist. That will definitely change the way your day's going. Oh, wow. They got more troops? Oh, wow. They're able to take out all these people without killing any of them. That just kind of shows the combination of compassion and skill there, that they're able to effectively take them out without killing them. Everybody's getting shot in the kneecap, though, crippled for life. Oh, wow, this guy's saying he's not that impressed with Mustang. He might come to regret saying that. Yeah, just because the explosions are small doesn't mean that's all he can do, man. I've seen him in action. You guys may not want to poke that bear if you know what's good for you. It is cool, though. Like, he's not trying to kill them. That's why maybe he seems not so impressive. But he popped a guy's eardrums. How good can you fight if you can't hear and you can't verbally communicate with your colleagues? Oh, they're calling Hawkeye the Hawk's Eye? Is he going to catch on to the fact that they don't want to kill them? Oh, right in the foot! That hurts just to look at. Oh, you're going to have a limp for the rest of your life after that one. They're going easy on him, and they're still beating them all. I love this realization that the people they're fighting are so skilled that they can mock them by defeating them without killing them, showing that they're a whole level above what the government goons are up to. Oh, man. Everybody annoyed that Mustang's putting up a ridiculously good fight. And I don't quite know what to make of Olivier Armstrong here in this situation. Calling Mustang soft because he's not killing. And, you know, people did talk about how vicious the Briggs soldiers are, so that tracks with what Armstrong's saying here. Oh, wow. Calling them children. Is she going to say to bring in her Briggs troops to put an end to this? Oh, man. Oh, she's making a good point. How Central's never really had to defend itself because they've been the aggressors on the periphery, so they've gone soft in the middle. Kind of like me. I'm real soft in the middle these days. Definitely no six-pack abs with me. Oh, wow. She wants to bring a little Briggs cruelty to Central. I don't quite know if Olivier's actually going to, like, defend the government. I have no idea what to make of her motivations here. I'm telling you, I'm puzzled. I really want them to turn her loose so I can see if she will help Mustang or hurt Mustang. She doesn't appreciate his assumptions, though. Oh, wow. Talking about the law of survival in Briggs, that they cannot use her as leverage to control Briggs. They're going to do what they think needs to be done, and she can be thrown out like dirty diapers. And it's the way she's trained them to be. I mean, she wouldn't want them to be any other way because it prevents a situation just like this one from causing trouble. Oh man, my screen went black for a minute and I thought something had happened, but that was in the show. And we got, is that Bronco? Is that his name? Bronco, Buccaneer? I get his name confused sometimes. But it's the Briggs troops are making a move. And they're going to move against the troops in Central. Okay, this is making me feel better. Because Briggs, they're the tough nuggets to crack or whatever. I mean, we saw them just mow down their neighbors to the north that Kimberly, I think it was, had gotten to attack the wall. Yeah, this is like the veterans from the marches, the northern marches, coming down here to take on what amounts to little more than a police force. And they're wiping the floor with them. And that all plays out, mirrors the statements that Olivier Armstrong had made. And I guess this is the exact thing they were trying to prevent. And I love the joy she got by laughing in their faces, saying that you're not going to... Oh! Oh, wow! He got a little backstab into the jugular there. Oh, wow. So that is where the Briggs soldiers were at, was down under Armstrong's own mansion. So good. Now I know what her intentions are. Though she was kind of puzzling me with some of her statements. This is awesome. But it looks like they're going to conquer Central pretty easily. So that means Grumman's going to come in from the outside. And is that where the real battle's going to be? Grumman versus Mustang's crew with the Briggs soldiers? Hard to think of anybody being tougher than those Briggs soldiers, though. And Mustang, of course, that flame alchemy. But we've still got some homunculi unanswered for, right? So they could move in, and we might get to see Mustang take out another homunculus. But I'm loving this street-to-street urban strike force here. This is the kind of like military fiction that I really do enjoy. Like well-constructed strikes, intelligent attacks with tough soldiers, a smaller number managing to like take a capital, take a castle, take whatever away from a larger force and the powers that be. I love this kind of action. Like the surgical strike force. Who is this? I want to see the reveal. Oh, it's Ross! It's the one that he faked her death. I'd almost forgotten about her. That's awesome. I love this. They're going to take I guess they're going to take the government command center here. She comes to Central to get a man, and they're all wusses. I don't know how to take that. Like, I like the idea that she's emasculating the men, but I don't like the idea she's being portrayed as just wanting a husband and nothing more. Anyway, the battle's great. The smoke bomb to give him cover to get out in what looks like an ice cream truck. Yeah, that's an ice cream truck loaded with weapons. Oh, Jing. They got weapons from Jing. I didn't even know Jing had tear gas. So I guess Ross went to Jing, right? And then brought all this arms back. Yeah, he's pretty impressed with what she managed to do on her own. Uh-oh. Is Greeling going to pop up? Is it going to be the little girl? Oh, who's he going to talk to? Is it going to be the little girl? Oh, I forgot about the guy that smokes all the cigarettes, the ladies' man. Oh, I totally forgot about him, too. In fact, I thought maybe he was dead. Havoc. Havoc set up shop in Xing? That's great. It looked like he was in a wheelchair. Man, that was like... Oh, that is such a triumphant moment. With Ross showing up, checking in with Havoc. This is like the callbacks, getting all the good feels going on with the triumphant battle and the victories going from street to street. And we've still got Lan Fan out here. We've still got Edward and his group. We got to check in on Al. I don't quite remember what Al's last status was. He wasn't doing so well there at one point, thanks to Pride. Oh yeah, it's still the day for that transmutation ring, isn't it? Oh, they gotta smash the container. So is the container father? Now this is getting interesting. Stakes are rising. Oh yeah, I remember that underground pathway they used to get to like the lab or whatever. I guess we could just call it a lab and all those chimeras they had to fight. But Scar can handle himself, so he's a good person to have escort you down there. There's Yuki. I kind of forgot about Yoki. Not Yuki, Yoki, right? Oh, is Pride still trapped in the dome? Oh, Al's in there. That's right. I had forgotten about Al's status, but he's in there with Pride in the darkness. They're going to go get Father. And I guess Al has to stay there. Oh, nice fist bump to the wall. I guess that's the only way to keep Pride is for Al to stay there with him. Pride pounding on Al's head. That's got to get old fast. Go get your helmet back, man. Don't let that kid keep banging on it with a stick. Oh, there. See, I thought maybe she was the one who made the arrangements in Xing. Oh, but she's still in Central with her... I kind of forgot about Envy. She got Envy in a jar. That's great. Man, all the players, all the key characters are going to get a moment in this episode, aren't they? Got the sirens, sound like air raid sirens going off. Trying to get Olivier Armstrong to order her soldiers away, which he's already said that it won't work like that. Like, sorry, but that's not how it goes. Plus, she's many, many things, but she is not soft, and she's not afraid to die. And she is not going to do anything to help Father. She'd rather sacrifice herself than let Father win. I don't know if this guy understands he's going to die too. Like, he's part of the sacrifice. I don't know if he knows that or not. Oh, whoa, where did the sword came from? These two old guys are no match for Olivier Armstrong. They're no match for any Armstrong, but definitely not the strongest Armstrong. The most vicious Armstrong, at least. I like how she doesn't have any time to worry about moral quandaries. Whether she's a hero or villain, she just got an objective and she's going to achieve it. Oh, right between the eyes. She is no Mustang. She is not afraid to have a body count. Unlike Mustang and his crew who are trying to spare the deaths and only give injuries. Yeah. You ain't seen bad yet, but it's coming. She's going to get out there on that battlefield. Oh! there's a brother. Feel like we haven't seen him for a while. The fight can't get started till Major Armstrong takes his shirt off, though, right? We need those Armstrong family pecs out there glistening in the battle. Yeah, I really want to see Armstrong get into the battle. The lower ranking Armstrong, the brother. He just brings so much joy into every scene he's in. Oh, and there's old man Fu or whatever. Oh, let him know what his sister has done. So now he's got to get a move on. Yeah, this guy wasn't expecting it to move at such a breakneck pace, and he's still got to find Greeling. And I've kind of lost track of where Greeling is in all this action and excitement. So he's trying to track the chi. That makes sense. Oh, is this Father? Father has spread out from down below. He's let himself out of the vessel, so he's a shadow again. Or we're going to see like shadow tendrils coming out of Father's legs. Oh, what are all these pipes? So is he like sending some kind of weird alchemical essence through all these pipes all through the underground? Oh, I guess that goes to that whole circle, right? Like he's probably going to draw energy from this ridiculous circle that surrounds Amestris, and I bet those pipes are connecting him to various points along the periphery there. Oh my goodness. Stakes are definitely getting higher by the minute. I don't know what the heck Pride is doing there, pounding on that helmet. It's creeping me out. Oh, is it like Morse code? He's communicating with Father by Morse code. I told you need to take that helmet back, Al. So now we got to see, is Edward's crew going to like hook up with Briggs and with Mustang? Oh, thinking about the third laboratory. Yeah, looks like 3 guards would be pretty easy for this group to get past. Oh. So is he not, like, listed on their list of persona non grata at this point? Even though he's a state alchemist, they should know that the Fullmetal Alchemist is wanted by Father and company. Oh, Scar's on the wanted list, but not Edward. Is he doing the crane kick? Karate kick, crane kick with that cartoonish expression on his face of pure childlike joy. And Hohenheim told him that was mean. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, I found a secret passage. You know, alchemy could come in handy in certain situations, couldn't it? I bet I could find everyday uses for alchemy like you wouldn't believe. All right. He doesn't like working with Scar. There's nothing in life as much fun as watching Edward lose his marbles about something simple. Oh, wow. I love how upset he is that he's got to work with Scar. Now Scar can outperform him in anti-alchemy situations, I guess. Oh. Yeah, they're going to take old Elbow Spike. Lan Fan, is that her name? Going to take her along with Hohenheim. So they got, what are they breaking up into 3 groups? He sounds kind of pervy there, especially when you know how old he is. Said he'd be happy with just the young lady alone in the tunnels. Yeah, they're calling him out, dirty old man. Of course, he's also quite the powerful alchemist, and she is pretty much as deadly as a human fighter can get, especially with that automel arm and the elbow ice pick. She doesn't look happy, though. Yeah, he knows she wants to look for Greed. Where did Greelig end up? I remember he was in the woods with everybody. Oh, Hohenheim actually wants to do something alone. There's some kind of confrontation he needs to have alone, and that's why he took her, because he knew he could ditch her easily, because she has her own objectives that don't necessarily align with those of a mistress. Pretty good maneuver. And playing it off like you're a dirty old man so people wouldn't question it. So this is telling me we're going to have some kind of face-to-face, no witnesses exchange of words between Hohenheim and Father, right? And they do have this weird link that goes back so many years. Maybe he can sense his location. Oh, this guy is really undervaluing the fighting ability of the people from Briggs. Oh, he's using some kind of doomsday weapon here. That's going to make Father upset, isn't it? Because he definitely doesn't have permission to be doing this. Oh, crap. He's doing something ahead of schedule. He is messing things up, probably for everybody, not just the bad guys or the good guys. If there is any such thing. He's trying to bring all these homunculus soldiers, the immortal warriors, to life to fight off the people from Briggs. Yeah, this is desperate times, desperate measures, but they're not ready for it yet. They haven't made that super duper Philosopher's Stone yet. Yeah, this is going to backfire, right? This is definitely a complication of the matters I didn't see coming at this point. But, you know, they couldn't just keep making, like, unchecked progress, could they? I mean, they had to face a serious setback, because that's what makes storytelling interesting. And it was a good time to unleash him with those third eyeballs opening up on their forehead. Now we just don't know what's going to happen. I have a feeling like doing it ahead of schedule, though, is going to cause internal strife amongst the bad guys, for lack of a better word, the government structure, as well as it's also going to interfere with the quote-unquote good guys or protagonists here. So I have no idea what to expect, but it certainly got me eager to see the next episode. And I'm just going to sit through the ED and see if there's an after-credit scene. All right. It looks like we're just getting a little preview for the next episode with those immortal soldiers out there. So with that, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.